One of the things that the ADC is here to do is to ensure that we, first and foremost, the ADC will bring what I call anti corruption and transparency measure. I know that it will help because even as part of my manifesto that I'll be sharing when the time starts, it's pulled out of what the ADC stands for, to have open or institutionalized open budget systems and e-governance system that will fight directly what we have today in terms of corruption that is fueling the authoritarianism that we have, in place. That's one of the things, because the tendency, to become authoritarianism is drawn from the mechanisms that do not allow for public officials and governments to have this open and transparent, governance system that we have. Another thing is that the ADC believes in inclusion or inclusivity in terms of politics and political representation.
Okay, so Dr. Paul, I would like you to hold your thoughts. You are talking about inclusion. You're really speaking nice about the ADC, which I understand. But if you look at the party as we speak, for me and to Nigerians, it is looking like aggrieved members from different political parties coming together as a coalition to say they want to deliver Nigeria. The article today that is actually talking about whatsoever the Tinubu administration is doing is been with the Tinubu before now. The same article has actually been in different parties, but aside from that, it's been a vice president of this nation. He has been part of the whole of whatsoever we're going through, okay, because of course there's always a build-up. The economy did not just get to this point. Today, Atiku is actually coming in as a savior. He's coming in as a saint. Of course, that's not my name. Atiku is coming in today, okay, as a deliverer. Atiku is letting us know that he's here to actually fight this, he's here to give Nigerians reason for them to believe this and that and all of that. Is this not the same Atiku that has been in power for how long? The same Atiku that has campaigned in different parties, and today Atiku is actually talking about anti-democratic forces. How does Atiku plan to defend Nigerians against anti-democracy, and what specific action has Tinubu administration taken that Atiku considers anti-democratic?
Has the conversation gone from the institutionalization or the African Democratic Congress at ADC to now name calling or individuals? I thought we're talking about the ADC.
Of course, you heard when I read the topic. You read it when I gave the full synopsis about what we were to discuss. Atiku he made several claims. Okay,
Atiku is in the ADC.
He's in the ADC.
Peter Obi is in the ADC.
Yes, and I'm still going to get there.
is in the ADC.
Of course, I'm still going to get there.
is in the ADC. But this is Dr. Mo speaking about.
And Dr. Paul is also in the ADC.
And I'm talking about the strong institutional safeguard that the ADC. You see, one of the things we do, and the media is guilty of this, is turning conversations to personal and name callings rather than staying with the issues. I for one, I don't discuss individuals. I discuss issues. And the change that Nigeria is going
Dr.
to
Paul,
bring.
if you would talk about Dr. Paul,
we are not going to import.
Dr. Paul.
Excuse me.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Excuse me. We're not going to import people into Nigeria.
Okay.
It's Nigerians that are going to save Nigeria. So if there are, and I haven't seen, some of us are new in the political scenery.
Okay.
And when you look at the Democratic Party or the Republican Party in the United States as two prominent parties, different people are there. The good, the bad, the ugly are there. But it is about the institution of the political party, and that's what we're trying to build here.
Okay,
but when you cherry pick people,
Dr. Paul,
you're going to narrow this conversation into the usual conversations that people have does not benefit the Nigerian state.
Dr. Paul, in as much as we are here to talk about the ADC, don't forget that in all of the story, Atiku made several claims. And for now, Atiku has been more vocal in that particular political party, okay? Atiku has made claim. Of course, you need to also buttress that point, and you need to also answer any question I ask you. When it comes to both Atiku, ADC, Peter Obi, El-Rufai, just like you mentioned all of them, okay, in the party. You said something now. You said the Republican, the Democratic Party, which are like the major two parties in the United States. Of course, they have the good, the bad. Now, indirectly, I didn't say that the ADC also had the good, the bad. I'm not saying that they have the good, the bad. I'm not saying they have the corrupt leaders. I'm not saying they have both the devil and the saints. You are the one telling us this now. But I would appreciate if you can actually answer a few questions, okay, or whatsoever question that is asked, just for clarity. It doesn't take anything for anybody to come together to be in your party, okay? It means that, of course, you can actually tell us that they are repented, because we have, repented terrorists in Nigeria, in the northern Nigeria, where they will tell you, oh, they are repented. We need to free them. We want to leave them. We are rehabilitating them. Of course, this is not the first time we're hearing that. So if a politician actually feel, oh, I know I've done bad in the past, and now I want to try and save Nigerians, but that doesn't mean that you would not allow the media, or you wouldn't answer any question that has to do with the person, especially when the person has actually made claims in the conversation we're actually having. So I would appreciate if you actually answer the questions I asked you, regardless of anyone that we mentioned their names or we're talking about the ADC. So away from that, how credible is Atiku's claim about the Tinubu administration, anti-democratic tendencies, please? I would like you to talk about it. And what role will the ADC play in rescuing Nigerians' democracy? So please, I would like you to answer the two questions. Thank you.
To get the best out of this conversation, I wish you had invited the spokesperson for the ADC, or the spokesperson for Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. I think that would be good. Or you can invite the spokesperson for Peter Obi or any of the individuals.
Yeah, we're having a spokesperson for Peter Obi tomorrow. It will be in the Abuja studio.
Okay, so yes. Because I am the candidate, and I'm running I'm running under the ADC. Okay. I don't want to be judged or cajoled or speaking for anybody, because I'm not the spokesperson for any of those people.